Joining us for a conversation is Erika Sweeney, Manager for Exploration Projects for Riverside Resources. Mrs. Sweeney, welcome to the show, ma'am.
Hi, Maurice. Thank you for having me.
Glad to have you on the program to discuss Riverside's latest press release regarding high-grade gold rock chip samples out of Sinaloa, Mexico. Before we begin, Mrs. Sweeney, please introduce us to Riverside Resources and the opportunity the company presents to shareholders.
Well, this is very exciting to actually present the company. We're a project generator, and we have projects down in Mexico as well as Canada. So we have a very diversified portfolio and focused mainly on gold and silver. And we currently have an alliance with BHP as well for copper exploration. So this is a very good chance today that now copper is rising, gold price is rising as well. And we really have our hand on all of those commodities. And as well, when you look at the corporate structure, we have a very tight structure with about 75 million shares out. And right now we're trading at about 20 cents.
Oh, a great value proposition. Erika, you have some very exciting news for shareholders coming out of Sinaloa. Please take us to the Silla Gold-Silver Project and get us acquainted with the project and some of your neighbors which have some world-class discoveries.
Yes, actually, Maurice. So as we can see right here on the picture, Silla project is located just north of Mazatlan. And it's about 2 hours drive, really good location. And what you can see is that our project is just rightly located within this extension of recent gold and silver discovery in Sinaloa. So everybody heard about this new discovery that happened in the past couple of years with Vizsla at the Panuco projects. And we also have just south of us, we have GR silver mining as well. And just to the north, you're going to see one of the major gold and silver deposit just north, and it includes Los Reyes of Prime Mining, for example. And we also have San Dimas not so far away. So this is a real opportunity for us because it's really showing potential for gold and silver. We're seeing it, and I think it could be a pretty good discovery coming up.
And speaking of gold and silver, Riverside has some breaking news as you were able to find gold and silver in 6 out of 16 samples. What can you share with us?
Yes, that's actually correct. 6 out of 16 is very good. I know it's only rock chips. We actually went out there, did some more prospecting on our ground at Silla, and it is very exciting to see how many targets we have on our ground. It's looking very good. So in our press release, we actually report up to 6.1 gram per ton of gold. And you can actually see that there's a little peak of silver coming with this kind of grade. So peak of silver, we're seeing 80, 81 gram per ton, depending on the sample. So we really like it. And we believe that when you look at it, when you look at this type of samples with 6 gram per ton gold, you're actually seeing mostly high level texture. So we believe that we're only shallow level of our system here, and we would like to actually go for it and maybe find something a little deeper with a bit more volume so we can actually build a deposit. And that's what's very exciting about this project. So here, as you can see on the map, we actually have currently at least 2 main targets. And I want to start with the Ciruelos target to the north, because this one, on our ground, we're seeing at least 1 to 2 kilometers in strike length of vein. So it's a structural corridor with multiple stacked veins of quartz and calcite. And that's very interesting because we do have size on our ground. And we're seeing extension that is open both at depth and in strike. So when you look at the El Roble target, it's very similar to Ciruelos target. It seems to be kind of part of the same system, and that's what we like. We're also seeing very similar features in both targets. However, it could be very interesting to do a lot more drill holes. There were some previous drill holes done on it, not enough to define a resource, but I believe that if we can come back, spend some money, extend the target, there's just so much more to do out there.
Sounds very intriguing. Based on these results, does this change your target model?
Actually, it does a little bit. And I think that's why it's very exciting. You know, we're seeing a pattern that is very well known in this kind of deposit. It's a pattern such as the one we see at the Midas mine in Nevada. So it is really interesting. It's following the radial structure. So you really define this type of pattern that are going to be repetitive. So it's very good for exploration because then you can really target better, reduce the risk, and moving forward, you have more potential for finding new targets. It can be at depth or long strike, and that's what we're very excited about, right?
Mrs. Sweeney, what work is currently being conducted on site, and what can we expect as far as additional news flow?
So as of right now, we're actually going for some more mapping, some more sampling, a lot more work on our side, and I'm really hoping that it will trigger a lot more news flow in the next few months.
So we can expect additional news flow at least before the end of the year. Is that correct?
Yes.
We're going to hold you to that. All right, Erika, thank you for coming on the show for on such short notice. In closing, for someone that wants to get more information on Riverside Resources, please share the website address.
So the website address is rivres.com. All our contact details and all our projects are on the website.
Mrs. Sweeney, always a pleasure to speak with you. Wishing you and Riverside Resources the absolute best, ma'am.
Thank you, Morris.
The information presented on Proven and Probable is provided for educational and informational purposes only, without any express or implied warranty of any kind, including warranties of accuracy, completeness, or fitness for any particular purpose. The information is not intended to be and does not constitute financial, investment, or trading advice, or any other advice. You should not make any financial, investment, or trading decision based on any of the information presented without first undertaking independent due diligence and consultation with a professional broker or competent financial advisor.